Yo, it's your boy Jave'l Wilson. I want to welcome you to the number one most celebrated platform in the world, the ceremony, where you don't have to be a celebrity to be celebrated. Now, today, ladies and gentlemen, we have a poet. She's a visionary and the dynamic force behind Atlanta's number one most poetry event in the world, Poetry on Peter. Listen, I'm telling you, like, how I be introducing her on stage, I'm telling you, she's a woman of all women. She can rap, she can sing, she go on concerts, she do tours, any and everything you could ever imagine. She do all that. And guess what? I'm telling you, she told me this one time, and I'm going to keep saying it. She told me to call her Big Mama.
I did one.
I need y'all to make some noise. And on the screen now, don't be acting shy. Give a warm welcome for MIYANA Sarver.
Yeah.
I just want to get that last name right. You know what I'm saying? The last name like that.
My last name, yes.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So first of all, I want to say thank you for coming on the show. You know, we did this before. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
it feels better.
Yeah,
like,
here and in this season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Last time it was a lot going on. You about to get into the new spot, new location, POP anniversary. Just a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? So I want to start off with this question. I'm about to start this off the right way. You feel what I'm saying? If Jesus himself was in front of you right now, if Jesus Christ, right? No, Jesus.
Okay.
We're sitting right here in front of us right now. What would you tell him that you're grateful for today? Like, what is something that you want to celebrate?
Something I would tell Jesus I'm grateful for?
Yeah, like today, like what? Like if he was sitting here right now doing the interview with us.
My life.
Yeah.
Like my life. When I pray, I always tell God I'm thankful for the way he made me.
Yeah.
I think people they take that for granted a little bit. So I would just say thank you for making me myself. Like giving me the passion that I have and like the visions that I have for my life and for being my partner like in life.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to do anything without God. So I would just be like good looking. Like thank you for looking out for me and always having me. It's a big responsibility doing what I do, so I need a good partner to do that.
Yeah.
I would just say thanks for being the best partner a girl can have.
Yeah. Now, like you said, it's a big responsibility to do what you do now. So let's go ahead and get into like what do you do? Like, so what was the initial vision for Poetry on Peter, and how did it come into fruition at Peter's Street Station? Like,
well, to be completely honest, Javi, there was no Poetry on Peter wasn't like something that I had in a book that I had written out and I was like, I'm gonna do this. Mm-hmm. It wasn't anything like that. It was just timing and opportunity meeting each other at the same time. The pandemic had just happened and I had been out of commission. I was a poetry like performer in the city for a long time. Yeah. Like 2017 to 2020, I was outside.
And that's a lot of years.
And
that's a lot of years.
Years in Atlanta too. But I was just doing poetry and songwriting for a label. But when I seen the music industry was so tumultuous, let's keep it.
That's a beautiful word.
Turbulent. I left, and somebody asked me to do poetry at Peter Street Station, and I was really nervous. I didn't go in for my performance until 3 minutes before I was supposed to go on stage. It took me that long to figure it out, but when I went in Peter Street, it was beautiful. Yeah. And everybody really liked my poetry, so. In my own way, like I like to investigate everything. Yeah. So I went on Peter Street's page and I was just scrolling, meddling, and I came across a post that was like looking for curators, or it said looking for like coordinators or whatever. Yeah. And I DM'd them and I was like, I could do it. Yeah. And he was like, can you do it in a month? And I was like, yeah. And that's how
just saying you could do it.
Yes, but just saying I could do it, believing in myself. But also I did poetry shows back at home in Kentucky a lot.
Kentucky, in the country.
But I did poetry shows back at home a lot. And then I was an event coordinator in college, so I did poetry here. So all of the things just kind of led up to that moment. Yeah. And that's really how it got started. Yeah.
Now, Poetry on Peter has been described as a safe space for Black creators, right? Mm-hmm. How do you cultivate and maintain this environment for your community?
Well, and
I know it had to be stressful.
It is stressful
like,
to this day.
Yeah.
It's a lot of responsibility. It's a lot of hard work. People think that it's just Monday and you know,
Yeah.
you're on the team.
Yeah.
Our dynamic host.
Yeah.
That as soon as we're done on Monday, Tuesday, we're working on the
next show.
So
really, days before that, we working on it.
Yeah. But I feel like I love it, so the stress is not really that bad.
Yeah.
But it does take a toll on me sometimes. I ain't gonna lie, I forgot the question just a little bit because he was kicking.
Yeah.
What was the question again?
It was like, how do you continue to maintain such a safe space for Black creatives?
I don't even know how I'll be doing it. I mean, God first.
Yeah.
But consistency.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a creature of habit. I love my routines. I feel like a lot of people think that they need ultimate freedom to experience the fullness of life, but honestly, people need structure.
Yeah.
So making sure that we keep the same rules. You know, we keep some of the same rules we had since day one.
Yeah.
You know, making sure I treat every person like a person and not like a attendee of my event. So like I will pull up to your cookout for your family.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
and eat good too.
Right. We can't talk on the phone. When we DM people back, we talk like we're cousins, like you said, instead of like a patron.
Yeah.
So just making sure we remain, you know, personable.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know, just being myself.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I love people, and as long as I keep that going, it will never feel so stressful because I do understand how much it's helping people.
Yeah.
So it doesn't, you know, I feel like it's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
Like Martin Luther King wasn't sitting around thinking about the stress. He just knew the bigger picture. And
you
I
and
feel
Mark.
like I wake up of the bigger picture every day.
Yeah. Now, also like being a curator, you're also a creator too. You're also a visionary. You also, like you said, you're a poet. You rap, like you sing. Like I say, you do any and everything, right? Yeah. So how do you balance being both a visionary leader for your community and still honoring your own personal healing and growth all at the same damn time?
That is a great question.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna act like I've mastered it because I haven't. This year was probably the hardest year for me identity-wise.
Okay.
It's actually hard to maintain your individuality when you have something so big and so that involves so many people. I'm really still figuring that part out.
Yeah.
But now that I'm kind of at the end of the tunnel of that experience, because I was this year feeling like poetry and theater that took over my whole life.
Yeah.
You know, but the things that have helped me so far have been saying no to certain things. I used to say yes to a lot of jobs that I shouldn't have. They would stress me out. Taking time to myself and having a little separation. Like I feel like all these years I've been scared to like separate. Like, you know, I wouldn't even miss a show. Yeah. But now I might miss a show.
Yeah, a show.
Get too crazy.
Just a show.
But just taking that time to myself, like handing over some of the trust to other people so that I can focus on myself is a big help.
Yeah. Now you talk like we have a big team. You have a huge team, not even like just inside of pop, but just like naturally, just what you do. You always you was just posted on Instagram the other day, like, hey, I need this, and like 1,000 people just ready to. So like, talk about the way that you was able to build a community and how you continue to like provide opportunities for your community outside of pop, just being the creative in Atlanta.
These are great questions, guys.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you. I'm trying to get like you, man.
The ceremony. Check them out.
Yeah.
But I feel like on the outside looking in, you would think that I know what I'm doing every step of the way, but I don't. I just have a lot of faith, and I'm slightly delusional when it comes to my dreams.
Delulu?
It's
the Salulu.
Yes, it is, and I don't really know what I'm doing all the time, but as far as community building, I feel like people think about the revolution of Black people and they think about being on the streets and like, you know, hitting it on the ground, fighting, protesting, which is a part of the revolution. But another part of the revolution for our people and community is love and togetherness and community. Like being able to, our ancestors, and I hate using the word ancestors because I'm really talking about our grandparents. And our great-grandparents. They were able to go through that time period because they had places to go once a week. Whether it was Sunday dinner church or the little cookout.
Yeah.
You have somewhere to go, and I feel like it's important to like still have that place to go.
Yeah.
And that's why pop is regular like it is, because it could be every month, every other month, but I want a place where people can, I know on Monday where I'm gonna be with my people. And that really does something for people. But also just kind of like not being afraid to bare your heart to people. Like I feel like the first couple of years especially, I would have full-blown conversations at pop with people about their whole life. Yeah. But just showing that you care about people and you can remember like the small things about them. Like, oh, how was your granny? I remember she was, you know what I mean? And it's just like showing that I'm not only here, but I'm here for you. Like, and just really having something consistent for people. I don't think people really think about the power of consistency, especially when it comes to community. Like the reason the church beyond God is so successful is because we have a place to go every week. So I feel like building community is just about like having a heart that's big enough to do it and honoring myself. Like I can give you my all on Monday, but I need you to honor that Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday I might need time to myself. You know what I mean? So I think just having a balance, but ultimately I trust God's plan for me. And I know that his plan for me is to do what I'm doing. And it's just like, as long as I'm supplied with the energy to do it, then I'm just going to keep doing it. Because it's important. And I feel like people, you could change somebody's life by being there for them in the way that we are at Pop. So that's all that matters.
You almost a preacher, Maya. Like, you almost a preacher. Like you a poet, you a preacher too. Should I put that in there too?
Speaking from my heart. No, it's not a preacher, just a speaker.
Just a
motivational speaker.
So I just got this question. This is something I was just wondering personally, right? Like you've been on tour with Akeem Ali. You know what I'm saying? You've been in front of a lot of some of the biggest people in the game. City Hendrix, Foggy. Like I just want to know, out of all these different people that you've came across, like what experience or like what person, what would you say was your like most favorite as of right now?
Favorite? Okay, I'm not gonna say favorite, but I'm gonna say
not saying that you choose a favorite.
I'm not choosing a favorite because one thing about like my guys and artists that I work with, they don't play. So I'm gonna say the most impression. They still gonna find a way to
it's okay, and it's okay.
But honestly, I'm gonna pick a woman and a man.
Okay.
Because I feel like I've worked with a lot of male artists because honestly, it's what's dominating the industry on like a more mainstream level. But the women that have ushered in have been really like. So my favorite male that I've worked with, the most impressionable, is Akeem.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say Akeem.
And you know he's from Mississippi, right?
He's from
I just wanna throw that up out there.
That is probably one of the most, like the hardest worker that I have met in my life. And from my job, you appreciate somebody that hits the ground the same way that you do. And also just really looked out. Like, you know, after we did the orchestra concert, he called us on group FaceTime, me and Terry, and was just like, y'all coming on tour. I didn't even believe him, but he was just like, I'm a man of my word, and I see how hard y'all worked on the concert. And we was on tour, my very first tour, just like that. But even during the like building the orchestra show, showed up for everything. And also just on a talent level, you give that man a pen and paper and a beat, and he's gonna make a full platinum song in like 30 minutes. So I'm gonna have to say Akeem for the men artists that I work with. There are a lot of others that have been really
shout out to Akeem. Shout out
to Akeem. Like you can't really top taking your girl on tour. Like you can't top that. And then I'm gonna say the women. I'm gonna say the one that just blew me away was Jave'l. You know how that was. She blew me completely away.
She's an amazing talent. Like, and I was already expecting like a show. But like, we could have had that intermission like another 30 minutes. Like she could have did that.
We could have did that all week, every day, and then we still would have had the same good time. That was like crazy.
It was wild,
But also, I have to say, those are my most impressionable artists. I'm gonna say my favorite because now I got a favorite. I had to think about it. Justin is my favorite.
Okay. Justin. Justin is all around, can do anything. He can make you cry, sing, dance, do a backflip. Like
he is a generational talent.
Yeah.
And also a friend that I can call on when I love when my artist relationships transcend to friendships. But me and Justin have a lot of lore that people don't know. I met him in the studio when I was writing for Grand Hustle. And he wasn't even performing like his music yet. But watching Justin from Peter Street Station to premiering us at Resonant and to seeing like how he works, going on tour with Duran, I just feel like watching him. And honestly, if he was sitting right here, he would say Poetry on Peter really helped my music. Like, really do what it needs to do. And now he just got back from tour. Yeah. So like,
and shout out Justin.
Shout out to Justin. But he's my
everybody going on tour, man.
I know. That's crazy. But those are my most impressionable, Jalen and Akeem. But my favorite is Justin.
Now, being a black woman in the space that you're in, you know what I'm saying? Being a woman in a male-dominated space at that. How do you manage that? Like, you're so good at what you do, but I know it has to take like something. Like you already said, God, but how are you making these moves? Like, how are you?
They want
big dog.
But I'm being for real. The only thing
that's the answer. Okay.
When you were saying it is, you really have to walk in the room with like a big dog. Like you just have to know. I know that I'm in a male-dominated industry, and it was really hard for me at first. I'm not gonna lie. I would cry. I would be like, I'm quitting this job because I come from corporate. And corporate, you don't got to worry about. You just got to show up and do your job.
File a report if there's something going on.
Quotas and stuff. But for this industry, it's really just being confident. I'm not afraid to advocate for my people. I'm not afraid to call out something that's wrong, even if I'm going to be the only one in the room to say it. And also like you kind of have to be willing to have people not like you a little bit. And if you as a woman, the things that can be seen as ambitious from a man are seen completely different from a woman. So it's just being okay with knowing that the real is gonna last. So if you walk in knowing that what you're saying is true, and I know that the product that I'm offering is the best. So I'm walking around like I know that the product I'm offering is the best. And I expect the best from the people that I'm around. And I'm gonna push you to your limits too, because I feel like in some arenas, like something like Poetry on Peter or myself, we have to work a little harder because we're not supported by corporate or backing up like that. But as far as me as just a woman in the industry, it's being confident, and the proof is in the pudding. Like I never go anywhere that people don't see our value. So and they always come around. So I don't mind walking in and be like, oh, there's my and right. But really just being myself. I've always been a very ambitious and confident person. So just translating those skills to work. Really. I mean, that's for anybody, by the way. Transfer your skills to your job. Like, if you have charisma, put it on and work it for your room that you're in, and just be confident. And that's really it. It's confidence.
That's real. Now, I want to shift a little bit, you know what I'm saying? First of all, rest in peace to your best friend, you know what I'm saying? So we celebrating him, we here to celebrate you, but we also celebrate him in the spirit. Losing him while also building pop must have been like deeply stressful. Like I know how it is when you're trying to grieve and also still chase all the things that you believe God has for you all at the same time. How did that experience reshape how you show up in your work and in your relationships?
I wasn't expecting that, but that's good. I look at my life now as like pre-Drew and post-Drew.
That's
and
real.
I've changed
That's real.
so much that I can't even identify with me before that moment. And you know how that is. It's like you shift, and either you're gonna move with the shift or it's gonna take you under. So really just that was one person that believed in me unconditionally. I'm talking 10 years old. He'll pull me to the side like, you're that one, right? But you know how it is when you come from a smaller town and you have somebody in your group that you might think they're gonna go all the way. I had somebody that believed in me that way since we were in elementary school.
Even when you didn't believe in yourself
even when
like
I
that.
didn't even know. I didn't know what he was talking about. Damn, I just got here. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But now when I go into my job, first of all, I got to do it for my boy.
Yeah.
He believed in me, and one of his last out experiences was at Pop, actually. The days before, he passed, he came to Pop, probably intentionally.
Yeah.
And he was just like, this is it. He was like, you have to never give up. He was just like, you can't give up. And, having a boy best friend, it can be rough. He's like, don't be on no weak, don't be all baby about it. Just do it. So I take those words like very literally. I can't give up. Because I do have a little survivor's remorse.
Yeah.
Like when even if they don't pass, when you leave your friends behind, or like when you have to leave people behind that don't see the vision, it can be a little hard to like be successful when you see the people that you love kind of fall to the wayside or pass away at a young age. So for me, it's just surviving and not giving up. In my relationships, like I give my all, but because I see how life can be cruel. And my best friend passed from suicide. So I seen what isolation and withdrawal and all those things did to him. And I have those qualities sometimes myself, but really just trying to push myself past my comfort zone at work, in relationships, and just kind of like show my heart a little more, lean on God a little more. But really just like I owe it to my friend to like be the best. I got foundations to start on his behalf, so we got to make it somewhere. But really, just if I'm gonna be the survivor, I better make it worth our while. And that's really how I feel.
No, I really commend you. Like I definitely, you kind of hit me when you said like the identity thing, where you like it's post you and like before you, like I deal with that with my mom and that and that with my grandma too. Like I'm still trying to figure out like what this what this new me finna be like, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely like commend you on still being able to use your trauma, and not even like the trauma, but like use the grief and be able to like pour that into the things that you're trying to do to like help other people not go through some of the same things that like, you know what I'm saying, like your friend had to go through. And shout out him and shout out his life and he still lives with you. I know.
But and I don't want to make it seem like it's just like charged through. I have days where I don't want to do I have days that I want to completely dissolve everything that I'm doing, Pop included. But the perseverance, it really does come from like, I keep saying it, but God is good. Because I feel like the things that we've been through, you would stop. You would just stop. And I just feel like there can't be there's no other like logical explanation to me, because when that happened, it rocked my world. Like it went blank. It just went blank. People say dark, it just goes blank. So to be able to find my heart and my soul and myself after that, we might be all right. We might be all right. So just perspective is everything. So
That's real. So look, what kind of legacy do you want to leave, not just for poetry, but for women stepping into leadership and into like entertainment?
Well, shameless plug. I'm actually in the process of building an agency. To be able to.
I didn't know that. That's a ceremony exclusive.
It's coming out very slowly, but you know how I am. I like to build before I release to the world. But agency is important, and I've realized that a lot of people come to poetry and theater not just for poetry or live music. They come for being ushered into the industry, like having a stage that actually means something. They can actually, 250 large is no small crowd.
That's facts.
And the lights, camera, action are there, but I'm creating an agency basically to help usher people into the industry without having to go through some of the things I went through. You might call, let's say, Red Bull or Live Nation or something, and it might not go to the person you needed to. If I call, we can get you there. So being a liaison between our community and the industry, to be able to usher in more people, kind of healthily.
Yeah.
And like also give them some real push behind their name. Like,
Yeah.
so creating those spaces, even for women in leadership, like I want this agency to be big. Like,
Yeah.
you know, these agencies that we revere in LA, they started from somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, but even having a sector of that for women leadership in business, like, you know,
Yeah.
having a place for our service providers, our DJs, our photographers, our venue owners,
Yeah.
and then having me, the artist, come in and we have a one-stop shop where we
Yeah.
can get this done. But I want to create another thing people probably don't know. Eventually, I want to create a building, a physical building for poetry and theater, like the foundation,
Okay.
to help teach kids how to play instruments and vocal
Nah,
performance.
that's huge.
Yeah,
That's
and
huge.
then
That's
the other
huge.
side of it would be for business. Like,
Yeah.
either you want to do it for music production or music executive, but I want to be able to usher kids in, give scholarships, and like, you know, programming for people in
Yeah.
Atlanta to be able to do what we did.
Yeah.
Because sometimes looking at what we've done in such short time,
It's
it's insane.
wow.
And somebody just said that to me today.
Yeah.
Like, so, you know, being able to give some of that formula back to people while after we, you know, mastered it. Because I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of this we just was kind of going with our gut
Yeah.
and getting it out the mud. But now that we have a formula, passing it back.
Yeah.
I'm a real pass back type of person. So pass them back to lift them up, I'm with that.
Yeah.
So really getting our formulas down to foolproof, 100%,
Yeah.
so that we could pass it back.
Yeah. Yeah. That's real. That's real. Now listen, this is the final question for the interview.
All right,
and I
I'm
really
ready.
need you to like really think hard, give me everything you got with these.
Okay, I'm ready.
For the final question, if you had to title, and I ask everybody this, if you had to title the last season of your life,
Hmm.
this season of your life, and the next season of your life, in one word, just one,
Each of them get one word?
each of them get one word, what would that be? So
One word?
one. And I know that's tough. Last season of your life, one word to describe.
The last season of my life. I got 3 words. Is that cool for the first one though? Can I adjust the rules just a little bit?
Cause it's you, cause it's you,
Okay,
cause it's you,
I was
cause you
gonna say,
family, cause you
'cause,
family, cause you family.
Last season, lost the plot.
Lost
That's
the
the
plot.
chapter of that. We lost the plot.
Got you,
This season,
got you.
confidence. Next season, on your head.
On your ass.
On your
I'm gonna go ahead and switch it on your
we
ass.
lost the plot.
Lost the
but we
plot. Confident.
And
And
now
I'm on your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds like a book. That's
That was
Sarah,
good.
that was good. That was good. That was good. That was good.
This was great.
Yeah.
The questions were really, really good.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
No, I appreciate you for being here on the platform. I appreciate you opening up too. You know, it'd be hard to get people to open up, especially when you're an entrepreneur and a creative and you doing other things. You kind of you gotta hold on now. I don't know why you exercise quick. So I appreciate you for just being transparent, just being MIYANA, and just giving back.
No,
you know.
was great. It was
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
It was easy.
So listen, tell them where they can follow you at. So
Okay.
they because you're trying to get that Instagram up now. You tell us that now.
Okay, so I'm trying to get my Instagram up. So follow me at MIYANATL, MIYANATL.
Yeah.
And if that's too much,
If
go to Poetry on Peter, and my name is in the bio.
yeah. And it's
Follow both.
it's just one click.
You're right.
It's one click.
MIYANATL.
And after you go to her page or the Poetry on Peter page, do that one click. Make sure you go to the ceremony.
The ceremony. The THA.
THA, because you know they took the E. You know how Instagram be. But you know, make sure you tap in to the ceremony on all platforms and make sure you follow, comment, subscribe, everything you can to the hottest platform in the world. If you don't got a vision, I'm finna tell you, man, this the whole thing for the year. If you ain't got no vision, you ain't got no network, nigga.
Yeah. And
You know what I'm saying?
saying?
If you ain't got no network, you might well shit. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Tap into Vision Networks. Tap in every Thursday. She gonna be back now.
Yeah.
You know, we don't know when, but she gonna be back
And come to Pop on Mondays.
every other Monday.
Every other Monday.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Shout out Vision Network in this motherfucker. If you ain't with the Vision, you ain't with the network, nigga.